Hey guys, sorry, rocking allergy season right now. I know it's been a while since I made a video. Sorry about that. I have some new knives that I just finished just yesterday. Still a little dirty, need to clean up some glue, but I figured might as well show them now. Here's one, kind of a satin finish on the blade. I don't know if you guys can tell. Still some finishing that needs to be done. You can tell there's some grind lines right here. It needs grinding out. Full focus. But I've been working with the wood and I'm loving it. Looking at that grain pattern, I don't know why I ever went with G10 or synthetics. Just wood has so much more character. I think this is why am I blinking? This is a wood called Babinga. I probably showed it unfinished in my previous video, but way back when. It just has so much more character. The next knife I did is kind of an old Japanese tanto kind of thing. First time trying to grind one. Worked out alright. You can kind of see the grind mark still in the right light. And this wood is called Purple Heart. It's funny because when I first got it, I thought that looked like ridiculous, right? Purple wood. And then after you grind it, it turns brown again. So it looked kind of like this actually when it was ground, and then after a while after I finished it, the next day I woke up and it was purple. So probably some kind of oxidizing reaction or something in the wood, but only apparently the top layer turns purple. But that is what we see after all. So yeah, I actually tried to grind a kind of a curve to it. You could see it slightly, but my little 30x1 belt sander cannot bite into this metal enough. And I ran out of belt actually. So I did, you can see some of the polishing compound that I used to polish up. Probably need to clean it up some more. But yeah. See, this one's straight. Actually, this one warped a little in the heat treat. I don't know if you guys can tell. Yeah. So this one's actually slightly crooked. Nothing big. People won't notice unless you made it. So yeah. Oh, gotta be careful not to slice myself on this. These Scandi grinds really bite you. Oh, this is, forgot to mention, this is a mid-length convex. Kind of hard to get a full high convex on stock this thin. And my last one, this one. This Padauk wood is actually orange, but after you finish it, it turns a lot darker. Sorry about that. The last camera just died on me, so I'm using the webcam now. Again, here is, let's see if I get some light. Here is that same Skinner, or kind of a slasher. I don't know. Good for slicing. Rounded spine, but with stock this thin, it still is kind of uncomfortable to really push down on that. This one's a bit of a lower convex. It's just like maybe up to here. It's the bottom of my finger. Use a pencil. Like up to here. It's not really full length. See, I ground down the stock a bit here just to get a nice curve onto there for your thumb to kind of rest on. But yeah, this one is a lot sharper. You could definitely tell when you cut paper with these knives. This is more kind of a 3-finger knife, if you see right here. Kind of fits 3 fingers and then your thumb. Pinky's kind of left hanging out. Didn't really have tubing, so I didn't want to do a lanyard hole. If you did have a lanyard, you could use that for your pinky if you want. But yeah, not sure what kind of sheath I want to do. Since these are kind of like wood, I think a leather would go better with it. But just very used to Kydex and kind of nervous about doing my first leather sheath, so I don't know about that. But yeah, here it is again, Purple Heart. These woods look like gems on this knife. They just look so nice. This is just finished with True Oil. gun stock finish, maybe about 3-4 coats. For me, I ruined this one a couple times just because I was too impatient and I didn't let the true oil dry completely before applying the next coat. So you gotta be patient, it takes time. Just like when I get in the mood for making knives, I just kind of go crazy. You got a little polishing compound in there. Yeah. For this, to get this, whatever you call it, I basically glued a block of wood right here. So then my belt, when I ground this on the belt sander, just that it couldn't go any further, just because I'm having trouble with my consistency. So just gluing a block of wood here doesn't physically allow you to grind more than you want. So you have a very consistent line. Just nice Tonto. You can kind of see my webcam on there looking at me. Not really a mirror polish, not super fine. I kind of like the grind lines that came this way a bit, and I just polish those up so they'll shine a bit. You probably can't see it on the webcam quality. You can see all kinds of fingerprints on it. Probably hit it with the rusty rags. Thanks again, Tim, for sending it out, and thanks again, Marshall, for hooking us up. And yeah, just another close up. Oh, I don't know if you guys can tell, but one side is it's a little bit more contoured than the other. Just kind of how it turned out. Still working on my wood shaping. And the last one. I'm a big fan of thumb ramps. It just feels nice. But yeah, I'll probably try to EDC this one since it is California legal here in the Republic of California. Some of the laws we have here are just ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, sub 3 inches, fixed blade. Oh, so for sheets, I could see these two having a Kydex sheet just because the handles aren't completely straight, so they have something to clip into. But I'm not sure what to do with this. Just because if you were to build a Kydex sheet, it'd have to be friction fit, which means it'd be rubbing the blade every time in and out, and I kind of like the way the blade is now. I saw some people make kind of like a wooden sheet that goes straight over it, and I'm not sure how I would do that in this. If any of you guys have tips on that, please let me know. Kind of like it's just a traditional Japanese wooden sheet, and yeah, again, that wood. You probably can't see it anymore. Kinda there. That wood is just beautiful. And this isn't really like high quality wood, I say. This is mid quality wood off eBay. Just some of the detail in it. Let's get a little more close up to this. You see like the golden browns and just how straight grained that is. I used to work with pine wood before this, and it just looked alright, but working with these nice hardwoods, they just pick up a lot less dirt because you can get a lot smoother finish once you get to the higher grits. I basically sanded this 220 for shaping, what was it, 400, 600, and then 1000. I tried a 2000, but I didn't feel much of a difference between the 1000 and the 2000, so most of these are just finished to 1000 grit. And then true oiled, and then rubbed down with some super fine steel wool. Yeah, just some of the detail on there. Of course, I did nick myself a few times while making these knives. This is actually the one that got caught in the drill and came around and slashed my hand. But while finishing the knife, it was actually really funny because this was just lying on the table while I was finishing this one. And I just grazed my pinky across the tip of the Tonto, and it just sliced me open. Yeah. Anyways, nothing new in knife making. I wasn't bleeding that bad. Yeah. Just a nice finish. Alright, thanks guys.